From the 28-yard line of Auburn. Bama going left to right. Rice gets the snap, knee high. Looks, throws the fade route, near side end zone. Got it! Caught! Touchdown, Alabama! Caught by Ja'Cory Brooks in the end zone.
And Chris Davis takes it in the back of the end zone. He'll run it out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis! Oh my God! Davis is going to run it all the way back! Auburn's going to win the football game! Auburn's going to win the football game!
And Alabama has come from nowhere to defeat the Auburn Tigers in multiple overtimes.
Welcome to Titan Tigers, episode 30.
3-0.
We are in the midst of maybe the hottest month of the year, maybe the hottest month ever in July. Birthday, how was it?
It was alright. It was good. Got to be relaxed around the house, do some, household stuff.
Household stuff for your birthday. Lots changed since the last birthday I went to yours, probably when you were in your 20s. So, so Chance's birthday's gone. My birthday's coming up. We got a lot to go on before we get to the college football season, which is creeping even closer. I believe we're 4 weeks away now, so a month away from college football, and I couldn't be more excited. We got lots of coverage today. We're going to do the specialist and kick returners, punt returners, top 10. We'll do the best rivalry games for this year. Long snappers. They will make a difference this year.
Auburn just signed one.
But we got to get started with headlines. Baseball All-Star Game just in Atlanta. What a great event it was. Atlanta, first time they've done it since year 2000. Sammy Sosa won the Home Run Derby that year. Mm-hmm. Cal Riley wins it this year. That was a fun event. I love watching the Home Run Derby. We'll talk more about that on Burgin's 5 Stars later.
And they had the little celebrity game too.
They had the celebrity game on Sunday. So they do a celebrity game, Home Run Derby, and then the game, which was last night.
I just saw one of the clips of Bryan Cranston getting kicked out or something.
Oh gosh,
it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I loved watching the celebrity game for sure. But the game itself was probably one of the best All-Star games they've had in a long time.
Well, they used that tracker, the pitch tracker,
yes,
in the All-Star game for the first time because they're thinking it's going to be making an important, move into the whole MLB system, and it was great. Yeah. All the players loved it. Yeah. Even the ones that had the plays called back against them, they were laughing and smiling about it.
Yeah, yep.
So I think that was really cool.
Yeah, I think one of the end actually to end the game was a strike three called, and the pitcher challenged it. But Skeen starts it out, 2 strikeouts, throwing up first All-Star pitcher to throw, I think 6 pitches over 100 miles an hour. Kershaw comes in after him, his last All-Star game. They actually had him mic'd up. It was really cool. He's like, I think I'm going with a heater here, and it was like 91 miles an hour. But that was cool to see. They start out first inning. Ohtani gets scores a run. Acuna starts and scores a run, so they get up 2-0. Then Alonso hits the big 3-run home run. They get the former Florida Gator to score 4 runs in the inning. They're up 6-0. You think the game is over, but the American League climbs back, ties the game in the last inning, and they, for the first time ever, instead of extra innings, they go to a walk-off home run to end it.
Yeah.
Each team picks 3 players, and they get 3 swings, and whoever hits the most home runs wins.
I mean, it's kind of like a home run derby to finish it out.
Yes.
Thing, which is pretty cool.
Which I actually love that. So instead of getting another
it's like
inning,
a shootout.
yes.
NHL.
So instead of going to another inning or another possible 6 innings, wearing these pitchers out and these players, each team picked 3 of their best. National League prevails. Schwarber hits 3 of his 3 swings. He hits 3 home runs. But I love that.
So think about that. The sports that already implemented that are hockey and soccer.
Yes.
Foreign sports.
Yes.
And now that's an American sport picking it up. How long until football picks it up?
Well, and actually, we it's funny, we talked about that at one of the kids' games. It was like when it was going into extra innings, we were like, how about each team just picks their best hitter and see who can hit the ball the farthest and we go home.
Best pitcher versus best hitter.
Exactly.
That's it.
So I thought it was a really cool idea. National League wins. There was a little bit of controversy in Vegas after the game was over. They did not give the National League winners the win to start. They called it a push. Then they went back and changed it after the game was over with, because I guess it really wasn't a win technically, but they got the win because of a hit off, I guess. So, but there was like a little 2-hour gap window where people were not being able to check in their tickets because they were saying that technically the National League didn't win. It was a tie. But they ended up going back and saying the National League didn't win.
Which it still says 6-6.
That's my point.
ESPN.
So again, when you do something completely new, Vegas really doesn't know how to respond to that.
Vegas is like, oh, yeah, we're not losing. No,
I got 6-6 on here. So.
We are not losing.
Yeah, but like, what up in the top a little bit? It says National League wins on hit out. Like
you see, Vegas ends up buying the rights to changing scores before.
Well, but they ended up accepting that the National League did win, so they did push the tickets through.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but it was like a weird kind of window because it's like they did what? They had a home run walk off like. So
that's not a real thing.
Yeah. So going off across the pond into another game, match, sport, Wimbledon, which you did watch. I was waiting for you to finally be like tennis. Wimbledon, an incredible event. It is every year. I always watch it. I'm not a big tennis guy, but I always watch Wimbledon. Jannik Sinner rolls through it. The kid from Florida, he beats in straight sets Ben Shelton. Joker, he beats in straight sets, and then beats Carlos to win it. I wanted to give you a little stat about this. You know, we went through the era of Federer and Joker and Nadal.
Okay.
Sinner and Alcaraz, I think it's Alcaraz, however you pronounce it, Carlos, they're 22 and 23 years old, and both of them have won 3 majors already at that age. The center guy, Ben Shelton from Florida, who was a national championship, said when he hits the ball, it's like 2 times faster than anybody else on grass.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it was pretty
statement or something.
Crazy, like for him to say something like that. But these 2 guys, I mean, if you look at Sinner's like last year, he's won 3 majors, a Davis Cup. Like, is this the next big rivalry in tennis? You think? I mean, between these 2 guys, like to win this much at this, I mean, they're number 1 and 2 in the world.
I mean, they already are calling it the great rivalry between them. So I'm guessing they are projecting this to continue.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I would say so. I mean, I guess it's back to the Federer days, like you were saying.
Yeah.
We had those, the Agassi and stuff like that.
Well, you know, those guys, Federer's retired, Nadal's retired, Joker's still hanging in there, but they're this looks to me like the next big rivalry. And again, but you got to be impressed with Sinner winning 9 out of 10 sets against 3 of the best players in the world. So props to him. Like I said, Wimbledon is always a great event. You know, you get the royal family comes in. I saw McConaughey there. Leo was there. Yeah, everybody was there watching it. So here's the big news out of Trussville, our high school. Major League Draft was last Sunday. Really a special day overall for Trussville baseball. Before we get to the draft, we'll start.
Well, it was also right after the night before Tyler Tolbert on second. Or was he on? He was on first, and he gets knocked in for a walk-off home run for the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, walk-off single.
RBI,
yes.
RBI. But it was a great play. He came running around, slid in home.
Yeah, so Tolbert, you took the words out of my mouth. Tolbert comes and scores the game-winning run for the Royals in Major League Baseball, and then Steele Hall, shortstop, who's graduating a year early, gets taken 9th overall by the Cincinnati Reds.
Right here.
Highest draft pick in Trussville history.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Standridge was the highest draft pick. I think at 32.
Yeah. That was back in 99?
90,
98?
97, I think.
97,
yes.
Okay, 97.
So Cincinnati Reds take Steele Hall a year. I mean, he could, like Bryce Harper, he could have played another year of high school baseball. So that's incredible. 17 years old, 9th overall. And then Riley Quick, 36 years old, the former 4-star offensive tackle, is a junior at Alabama. He goes 36 overall to the Minnesota Twins. So you got to think, what a night for Hewitt baseball. Coach Malden, they have one of their best players all time score in the major leagues, and then you followed up having 2 kids from your high school drafted. That's pretty incredible. Now I know Riley and Steele are in different age groups. The only thing that was more impressive than our high school was the fact that Corona High School in California had 3 players off the same team drafted in the first round.
Dang.
How good was that baseball team?
Did they win state?
Hopefully they won the national championship. So Seth Hernandez, Billy Carlson, and Brady Ebol.
Keith Hernandez.
Yes. Seth Hernandez, Billy Carlson, and Brady. I think it's Ebol is how you pronounce it. First time ever, 3 kids on one team. They go 6, 10, and 32 overall. Same high school. Could you imagine that 2 of your buddies and you're playing high school football or high school baseball and, oh, we're pros now at 18 years old. And all 3 of y'all get drafted in the first round.
So a friend of mine, we were talking about this last night because of the whole thing that we also can bring up as a segue, I guess, with the Texas A&M player who's trying to go back to college
because
he didn't want to sign his NFL contract. I think there's certain players who should take advantage of it like Whedon did.
Yes.
And if you're a quarterback or any type of athlete, it doesn't have to be a quarterback because what's his name that was a receiver did it?
Yep.
Riley Quick from Florida. Quick is
Riley Cooper.
Riley Cooper did it from Florida. If you get any opportunity to get drafted by a baseball team, go play.
Yeah.
Who cares? Even if it's just 5 years.
Yeah.
Because this is not the same throwing motion as a quarterback or if you're any other skill player.
Softball, that is the natural motion. That's why the girls can throw so much more.
So once this goes away, who cares? You go play football after that. I think that would be a smart route for a lot of these guys, and it would give route to other football players getting in there who don't play baseball.
Well, Chris Winkie, Whedon, a lot of guys have gone and done that, but you can't go play the same sport. So you can't come back and play college baseball. You have to go play a different sport.
Yes.
Bubba Thompson is doing that. Remember the former McGill, I think it was McGill Tulin standout?
Okay.
Down where, close to
Mobile,
yes. So he went and played professional baseball, made it to the pros, and now he's going back, I think, to South Alabama to try to do
football.
To do football.
Yes. So I think that would be a great idea. But also, I wonder for certain players like Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
In the sense of he got drafted for baseball, and then he at any time could have gone and played for the A's, right?
Yep.
And I think he should have done that after his college career before he went to play for the Cardinals. I think that would have been a better transition.
And Kyler is a rare exception to me because, I mean, this guy was a number one.
He was a Heisman candidate and everything as a quarterback.
So
he's amazing.
We're not talking about a guy that was, but like for Steele, he was committed to Tennessee.
Yeah.
And now he's got $7.5 to $9 million signing bonus. Like, do you go spend the best years of your life playing for one of the best teams in college, or do you go and fight in the minor leagues and hopefully make the major leagues one day? So that's such a great point, Chance, because it's like he's now a professional. Mm-hmm. He is now there's no other way to describe it. He's a professional, and he's still not a kid, but he's only 17.
Yeah.
So what's the same?
And we've seen what happens when kids with money make dumb decisions. So maybe he needs some.
Well, it's not just that, but I think to me it's like you don't know what's going to happen in the next 4 years of your life. So like I said, it's a tough decision for these kids to make early on. So I think it's a good point. But like I said, I think these are Riley Quick, just like he went to college for 3 years, so he got to
Cooper.
No, I'm talking about
Riley Quick.
Yes, we got a lot of Rileys. He went to college for 3 years, so he got to experience college. All that stuff, and now he's going to the draft.
Yeah, but so still isn't.
But now he's 20 years old, 21 years old, a little bit different than being 17. Yeah. So, again, shout out to both those guys. Obviously, shout out to Toll.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Trustful's entire baseball program, that's huge for y'all. I'm sure you'll be getting some influence coming in from it.
But again, to me, like, what a day in Tolbert on top of that. Tolbert's the one that led him to the state championship with Keegan his senior year. Mm-hmm. Like that was a 24-hour span. You're like, my gosh, what a weekend for Trustful baseball.
Baseball in general,
Yeah. So, all right, on to the last couple things on headlines. Your boy Sauce Gardner, now the highest paid corner ever.
Which he deserves it.
That's what I was going to ask. 4 years, $120 million. They also signed Garrett Wilson.
Yes, I saw that one.
So they're two young studs they've signed.
I don't think Wilson deserves it, but he is the best one they have.
Yeah.
So he's going to get that money. I do believe Sauce deserves it for any team he's
But both Rookie of the Year at one point.
Yes.
The same point, actually. Trey Smith, they signed a historical deal to continue to protect Mahomes. But your boy, Scary Terry, has not been signed yet. Is it because he's about to be 30 years old in September? Why is Washington not signing this guy that had such a great year? Him and Daniels look like to be a great connection. What is it? The age? Is it? What do you think it is? And why Terry hasn't been signed yet for the Commanders?
I mean, he's still on our roster. You're talking about an extension.
Extension,
right?
yes.
Okay,
extension,
I was about to say, no, he's still on our team.
But you know what kind of drama that can cause when somebody's like, man, why is my...
I think it has more to do with him and Daniels. I'm guessing it's more of a business decision between them saying, hey, if we work with each other on who gets paid what, we can get better linemen here, we can help each other build stats, and get each other where we want to go.
But he voiced his opinion about it at camp, that he was frustrated by not getting extended yet.
Because the team probably is also figuring out what do we offer who and when. So I'm wondering if it's maybe all done through his managers and stuff, and he's not being informed of everything just yet. But I have a feeling they'll make sure he's taken care of.
He's 30. Is 30? What is the age for a receiver? I mean, like that. 30 is an older receiver, is it not? I mean,
Randy Moss played till he was 38, right?
What you said? I mean,
I would say Scary Terry is our Washington version of a Randy Moss. He's played with how many different quarterbacks and been the number one receiver.
But I just don't. What is the age for receivers? Because they do fall off.
I would say 35.
35. So 35. I think that's. I would say 32. I think that's. I mean, 32. That's possibly a 10-year NFL career. There's not many guys that play. I mean, look at Julio Jones. Remember what his fall off was. When he was like the number one receiver in the NFL, and then 3 years later he's a backup for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like
27 and
wow,
28 years old basically, rounding up.
So we were both 35. I mean, quarterbacks are in their 40s now, so I understand why you think that. But
and I'm also thinking the game's not as physical as it used to be.
Yeah.
So
the peak age is 27. So
that's the average, not peak.
That's what that one says.
No.
No, the average age is 27.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Well, he's above average age. Do you give him a 5-year extension? Do you give him a 2-year extension? So it'll be interesting how it plays out.
His early 30s. I would say Scary Terry is one of the elite players, and that's what he would fall under. Is they can still produce to the early 30s. So
okay.
I would say if he's not traded by the time he's 35, he retires.
Yeah, gotcha.
That would be mine.
All right. Last thing I wanted to talk about. This was a really weird situation that's going on in golf right now.
Okay.
And I wanted to get your opinion on it because Scotty Scheffler has come out. Have you seen this yet? And he has pretty much said that, like...
Oh, when he was sitting at the desk at the doing the interview?
Yeah, so the Open Championship is this weekend in Ireland. Yeah. And Scotty pretty much comes out and pretty much says winning is nothing. That you get this winning high for 2 minutes and then you go back to your normal life. And that it means really nothing to him. And, all of it's just built up for a sport he's been playing since he was a kid. But it's all over after 2 minutes when he's done. And it just, I don't know. I didn't like it because I think it just really, now that he's won it like a couple times now and been such a great player, like what would it mean for Ricky Fowler? What would it mean for some of these guys who've never won? Like I just think it was almost like a cockier way of being like, man, this is nothing to me anymore. Like, I don't know.
That's exactly what it is, but that's how he handled it.
Yeah, but he's a big family guy and everybody understands that, but like, and of course everybody was like, well, the guy hadn't been the same since he got arrested on the way to the golf course. But it just, I don't know, it just really took the relevance out of winning.
Maybe that event caused him to realize, like, this golf is pointless. Like, my life was almost turned upside down because of a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding, exactly.
So maybe that is something that brought revelation to him about it. So who knows?
So, but I guess, like I said, one of those things where it was like Tom Brady. I remember the big interview he had with NBC or Dateline. It was like, he'd won 3. He's like, there's got to be more to life than just this.
Well, yeah, now he's retired and he's been spotted on boats with different supermodels and 3 different ones in 1 week because of Bezos' wedding and other stuff.
So my point is, it's like, I think Scotty's kind of going through that same thing where it's like, he's had so much success. He's like, what more is there to golf than this? But it's like, I thought it was almost disrespectful to a lot of the guys who have been fighting, who haven't won, of like, man, one Open Championship, one Masters could change these people's lives. And because he's already done it, he's just kind of throwing it off like it's nothing. I don't know. I just didn't like it. And Scotty's not. I don't dislike Scotty, but it does mean something, and it would mean something to a lot of the people that have never won before. So just acting like it's just no big deal. I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
And that makes sense. But yeah, I could see it being more of a. I think he's over it now.
Yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't care as much, and he's not with Liv, right? So he's obviously not about the money.
Well, and a lot of people, like I said, when they get to winning and they reach the mountain multiple times, it's like,
find a new challenge. And
exactly.
So maybe he can find his way to go coach or something.
Michael Jordan did that with baseball. It won 3 times in a row. It's like, man, like do I go for 4 or do I try a new challenge? So everybody needs new challenges. You're still playing flag football at almost 40 years old, so you're challenging yourself every weekend.
Yeah, well, I would say somebody like Scheffler might be a perfectionist. I would say any golfer that's a professional is a perfectionist because you have to know so much about it. People like that need constant challenging.
Yeah.
So I would say if he's done with golf, find that new challenge.
Exactly.
Find a new passion.
Well, we're still being challenged here because we haven't got college football yet, but we're getting closer. So we got our picks coming up for specialists and special teamers. And then we got our top 5 rivalry games, 2025, Tide and Tigers.